Okay, this video is displaying the triple threat position. So this is triple threat position. This is a foundation. The reason why they call it triple threat position is you're putting yourself in a position and the ball in a location where you can pass, dribble, or shoot at any moment. So it gives that threat that you can do either one of those three, and your defender doesn't know exactly which ones you're going to do. So this is just catching the ball and getting in that position. So we're going to watch it fast first. So he catches the ball. He's in triple threat position here. Notice that he has his weight on the insides of his feet. Oh gosh, sorry. Notice he has the weight on the insides of his feet. He has the ball to his side. Notice where his hands are. Pay attention to his hands, where his feet. Notice how his chest is over his body, is leaned over. Also, we're going to go over this later, but just to point out now, notice how, again, it's the weight on the insides of his feet and how his knees are bent in slightly. We'll go in more into depth into that, why it's so important to do this. But again, notice his hands, his right hand is on top of the ball, ready to in triple threat position. The balls are on the side, so he is in a shooting form, or he has potential to shoot. Also, he is low, and yeah, this is the position you want to be in. Oh, and to point this one out, for this one he does a split step. So we'll watch again. As he catches the ball, he split steps. It's very important. We'll play that in slow motion again. But we'll do the second example. The next example, he steps into as he catches. Notice how he, instead of split stepping this time, he catches with one foot forward and then brings the other foot into a squared position. Also, I need to stress that as well. When people say square up to the basket, this is what this means, is your body is facing the basket, your feet both angled towards the basket. So you're in triple threat position and your feet angled to the basket. You want to make sure, especially at the beginning for beginners, you want to catch the ball facing the basket squared up. And then my friend decides to throw a couple jab steps in there to be funny. They are good jab steps, and we'll go over that later as well. Good. He steps in, catches it. Now, the third one that's different from the others is his feet are staggered. Now, what that means is that his right foot is slightly leading his left. And we'll go into that more on why that's important. But again, he's in triple threat position. He's holding the ball to his side. Think of it where he's holding it as like a holster, like a gun holster. So like right off of his hip, right in front of his hip, but around that area. So his hand's on top of the ball, so he's ready to pass, dribble, or shoot. And he has good position here. This is a position that you want to be in. We'll play those in slow motion for you. So again, alright, so this is slow motion this time. So we split steps. I need to start this over to stress how important the split step is. So here we go. This is a good way to also practice your catching. So as the ball comes towards him, notice he is hopping in the air. He is in the air and he catches in a split step. So as he catches, his feet are set and he gets and lands in triple threat position. Play that one more time. He's standing looking goofy, but as the ball comes, he hops to get prepared to jump into split step position, catches, split steps, and puts his hands, knees, waist, and everything else in the position to be in proper triple threat position. and he's low and bouncing. He bounces like this. In a real game, he would bounce like this, or just be ready because it shows he's on his toes, and that he could either shoot, pass, or dribble very quickly. Alright, again, this is a slow-mo of the last video. Now this time he catches, he's going to step into it. So as the ball approaches him, it's coming. See how he changes his feet? And most of the times with right-handers, you always want to pivot with your left. Just this, you don't always, but for right now, just to get in the fundamental habit, you want to put your left foot forward as you're catching this ball. See, instead of split stepping to the side, he's split stepping just forward and back, where his left foot is leading and his right foot is back. He catches it, plants his left foot, and then steps up with his right foot. There's several reasons why he does that, and we'll go over those later. That's also, it's so you can step into a shot, step into a pass, or step past your defender as soon as you get the ball to dribble past him. It's just all about timing and speed, which we'll go over that later. Just keep in mind and practice this. So he's in triple threat position, ready to go, on his toes, and then he starts jab stepping. We'll get to that later. And so for the third catch, here we go. Again, this is the triple threat position video. Here comes the ball. Here comes the ball. Again, he split steps forward and backwards, catches it, gets his hands already in the holster area to be in triple threat position, but this time steps a little more forward with his right foot, the staggered position. This is also leads into jab steps, pivot, and everything else, which we'll get more into later. But just remember those three catches. So the side split, having your right foot back, bring it up to evenly squared up, and then you have staggered. So you have squared and staggered. The first two are squaring up, third one was staggered. So, and that's catching the ball in triple threat position.